and trying to build a team more than anything, right? And not get, as young guys sometimes do, like myself, we just get big headed and stuff like that. It's like trying to avoid that, as much as possible.
So then talk about the team building, because that is something in vulnerability that y'all probably seen that I think I struggle with.
Yeah.
And I do struggle with. Other than getting Josue on the team, getting Tiffany on the team, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so, like, what has that process been like for you?
Man, I mean, I think the situation that I was put in, I think it was really good because of the fact that, like, there was already a solid group of leaders there. So I didn't have to go out and recruit a bunch of different people. I didn't have to go out and, like, beg people to be, hey, like, this ministry is on ground zero and we have to build it back up. No, it was like, hey, like, he built this thing for like 6 or 7 years. They just plugged me in, right? And so for me, like, that was my thing. I was kind of like just watching stuff work as its own and just being like, okay, like, how can I plug myself into this situation and that? And so that's how it was with the leaders. Like, it was like these are people that all the leaders are older than me, and so it was really interesting as well, leading people that are much older than you, that have kids your age and stuff like that. And so but the team building, I think, with a couple of our newer leaders, it was just a really, really cool opportunity to get people to buy into what we're doing, right? That's what it's a lot about. It's like, we talked about this today in staff meeting, actually. It's like when you're building a team, it's not about just giving somebody something to do. It's about making them believe that they're a part of something, right? You think about, like, I made this analogy. It was like, I don't know how good it is. Tony Evans, let me know.
This kid's gotten so much wisdom. Sheesh.
Right, I hope so, right? We're learning things in the last 2 years, right? I learned a thing or two. But I think of, like, people, like, you think of role players in basketball. Like, you think of people like Steve Kerr when they played with Michael Jordan and stuff like that. It's like, to get him to go play with Michael and then to also stay a couple of years, it wasn't just, hey, bro, you're only here to play 4 minutes and that's it. The vision that they gave him is, hey, like, you're here to play basketball, but also at the end of the season, we're going to win a championship. And you get to be a part of that, right? That's what they sell. Like, you're going to sell them a vision. You're not just going to sell them their minute little role or whatever, right? It's like, hey, like, this is the bigger picture. This is what we're doing. We want you specifically to be a part of it because we can plug you into this and succeed because of the things that you bring to this table, right? And so that's been what I'm trying to do, right? Is to lead people to know that there's a greater vision here. It's not about me. It's not about one single person here, but it's about the entire team effort and how can we bring glory to God, and then how can we also tell these kids about Jesus in a way that's, man, like, you feel ready and, like, just excited to be a part of a team, right? And not just lift up an individual. That's me, it's not.
Yeah, so